All right. Can you hear me?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Excellent. Yes. I guess that means we're live.
It's important. Good.
It's music. You don't need to hear it.
I know, right? It's Wesley's birthday. Happy birthday. That's fun.
Okay, then we'll have to sing happy birthday,
Yes.
Leslie. So, everyone, thank you for joining us tonight. I'm really excited to bring back my series hosting some of my favorite singer-songwriters. And I was lucky enough to get my friend Jenn Bostic to agree to do the show as I kick it off for the second season. So everybody give it up for Jenn Bostic.
It took so much convincing.
Yeah, I know. Putting the expectation way up here. But you will not be disappointed, and I'm really excited that you could be here, Jenn. Let's just talk to some people that are... Jenn Miller, she's excited.
Yes, Jenn Miller.
Mike Barnett, my good buddy, good to see you.
Oh, hey.
Paul says happy birthday to Wesley. And so this is great. So we got a little hang going, and that's what this thing is all about. You know, we're doing a hang virtually, have some good conversation, have some good music, and So I'm going to start by just asking Jenn to kick it off with some music, and then I'm going to ask her some really hard questions. Put her on the spot about politics and all the things that we. No, I would not talk about any of that stuff. Just questions about your life and things that the fans want to know. Inquiring minds.
I love it.
So why don't you take it away, Jenn?
All right. Well, I love what you're doing here, and I'm super thankful to be involved. This song is called What Love Feels Like, and I feel like continuing to spread that in this time is so important.
Amen.
Everybody wants to know what love feels like. From the piper to the queen, it's something we can't fight. You can try to make believe that it's something you don't need. Oh, but everybody wants to know what love feels like. Money, fame, and fortune have a way of running out. Human nature has a way of turning things around. Searching for an answer you wouldn't know even if you found. There's only one thing we desire when the sun goes down. Everybody wants to know what love feels like. From the pauper to the queen, it's something we can't fight. You can try to make believe that it's something you don't need. Oh, but everybody wants to know what love feels like, yeah. We're all fighting battles, and we're all hiding scars. But the pages of our history, well, they don't define who we are. There's healing in a kind word, a smile or a touch. Believing there's a little bit of hope left underneath the dust. Everybody wants to know what love feels like. From the pauper to the queen, it's something we can't fight. You can try to make believe that it's something you don't need. Oh, but everybody wants to know what love feels like. Na 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 Everybody wants to know what love feels like. From the pauper to the queen, well, it's something that we can't fight. You can try to make believe that it's something you don't need. Oh, but everybody wants to know. Everybody wants to know. Yeah, everybody wants to know what love feels like. I wanna know, I wanna know, I wanna know what love feels like. Wanna know, I wanna know. From the pauper to the queen, it's something that we can't fight. Oh, but everybody wants to know what love feels like. Yeah. Everybody wants to know what love feels like. Thanks. My mom and my grandma are watching. That's fun. Hi, family.
Yeah. Did you see the comments coming up as you were
Yes,
playing?
I love
That's what's
it.
fun about this. Guns blazing. I like how you just open up the set like fire. Okay.
Thanks, Matt.
Wow. All right. So, when did you write that song?
Man, that one I wrote a while back. And you know what? It's on a record of mine called Faithful. And
Okay.
at the time, we really envisioned a gospel choir, but could not afford a gospel choir as an independent artist. But we kind of stacked a bunch of vocals and tried to make it sound really big. But every time I would play it live, I'm like, man, I just really wish that the recording had a gospel choir. And so I still couldn't afford a gospel choir when I decided to record it again, but I can afford pizza, and I have a lot of talented friends here in Nashville where I live. So I got everybody to get in a room, and I got to use my music education skills and conduct the choir. So yeah, so
Awesome.
probably back in 2015 or 14, I wrote that song.
Awesome. Okay. I love it. You make do with what you have.
Yes.
And, I mean, I would say just the song is the most important part, obviously. So you don't really need a gospel choir, but
It's so much more fun.
yeah, I mean, you had your vision and you wanted to see it through, and I respect that. So awesome. So hey, Ryan, what's up, man? Yeah, this is Jenn. She's awesome, and excited that she's here tonight. There you go. And then, so I hear somebody at my door.
Thanks, Carl.
It might be my 4-year-old. So if he comes down,
Hey,
just
more
know
the
that it's he likes to. Oh, it's a zombie. Okay. All right. Well, let's see if I can keep my concentration. And Jenn is loving it. So, awesome. Oh, and how about this, Mr. Mike McVeigh?
Oh, hi, friend. It's been so long.
I just played a show with Mike last weekend, and we were up in Long Island. We did a very long drive for that, and it was a really cool fundraiser for. It's called Horseability, and they do a lot of these. It's horse therapy for children with disabilities, and it was a really cool. It was just a beautiful day, and just a really cool event. So yeah, we got to do that.
I love that.
And I have a zombie pulling at my ankles. All right, you want to say hi? All right.
Yes.
Here we go.
Hi.
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 Say hi, Jenn.
Hi, Jen.
Hi. You're so cute.
All right, so he doesn't want to come down here any other time except when I'm doing a live stream. Then he's like, "Oh, what's going on down there?"
Of course.
Does he-
That's where
you
the
know,
action is.
Exactly. All right, so I'm gonna play a song that I actually wrote around that same period, like 2014, 2015, with a friend, Nashville-based, fantastic singer-songwriter, well, pretty much songwriter, Mike Walton, and I re-recorded it just this summer, put it out on Spotify, and it's been doing really well beyond my expectations. So I'm excited. I want to thank everybody who's listened to it. It's called "Sand on the Dashboard." Coming through here, bud? Oh, my guitar's unplugged. It helps if I plug it in, right? Yeah. All right, let's plug it in. Let's go. Auburn autumn sky, the smell of burning leaves. I take a little drive before I put the hard top back on the Jeep. Ray-Bans on the rear view, and sandals on the floor. I bought up towel in the back seat, empty beer can in the door. Suddenly I can see her right next to me, riding with her bare feet up on the dash, thinking that the red light could never last long enough as we kissed. And I can taste the salt water on her lips, I was feeling love at my fingertips, but just like summer, she slipped away. And all she left, sand on the dashboard. Sand on the dashboard. Playing back that night, never guessed that we just met. She could finish my sentences like she was inside my head. And holding on to her was just like holding on to the wind. She blew out of my life as fast as she blew in. Suddenly I could see her right next to me, riding with her bare feet up on the dash, thinking that the red light could never last long enough that we kissed. And I can taste the salt water on her lips. I was feeling love at my fingertips, just like summer she slipped away. And all she left, sand on the dashboard. Sand on the dashboard. I've washed this Jeep a few times since, but that one spot always misses with a windshield and steering wheel in. Riding with her bare feet up on the dash, thinking that the red light could never last long enough as we kissed. I can taste the salt water on her lips. I was feeling love at my fingertips, but just like summer she slipped away. And all she left, sand on the dashboard. Sand on the dashboard, yeah. Sand on the dashboard. Was all she left.
Yeah.
All right.
So
Thank you.
good. You know
Thank
what's
you.
so interesting about these is that, like, I was so digging it, and I was like, man, I want to sing harmonies, but you
Right,
can't
you can't.
do that on a live stream.
I know.
But I was loving it.
Thank you. Yeah, and it's not like you're in a writer's round where you just start harmonizing and playing along. It's like, oh, wait, ooh. And then you wait for the applause, and then
There is none.
that's the sound.
The
But
first time I played like a live show after being in quarantine for like 2 months, when people applauded, I was like taken aback. Like I was like
Yeah.
kind of like surprised. I was like, oh yeah, like people do that in real life.
what's that sound? Somebody breaking in the house?
So fun. But congrats on your success though. That's awesome.
Thank you.
That
And
song's taken off.
is this your mom or your...
That is my mom. Pageant
Awesome.
queen. Look at that crown.
Yeah,
I mean,
wow.
she really is a pageant queen.
Well, thank you. Thank you. And compliments to Charlie then. Thanks, Mike. Good to see you. And Carl. And I forgot to... We're having like an inside conversation, forgetting that there's an audience here. So Mike McVeigh is a percussionist, and he has played with Jenn many times when she's come through Philadelphia, and he's a good friend of mine as well. So that's where the connection is right there. So let's talk about that, Jenn, though.
Let's do it.
The Philadelphia connection. So apparently you were born in Philly?
I was born in Philly.
Okay.
I don't remember any of that part.
Where'd you grow up?
I grew up in Minnesota, a small town called Waconia. And
Okay.
went off to college in Boston, so kind of closer to Philly, and then moved to Nashville about 12 years ago.
Okay. So I met you in Philly through a mutual friend, Tim Williams.
Yes.
And that must have been over 10 years ago.
Oh yeah, that was.
I think I actually met you like proper in LA though, because like I knew you through Tim, but then
Yes.
I think it was like ASCAP or something that I met
the
you.
Expo. Yes.
Yes. Okay. Perfect. Okay. So what was it that like kept you coming back through Philly? What's the connection there?
So I knew that I wanted to start touring, whatever that meant, and there was no one knocking on my door to, book me on tours. So I was just kind of trying to get creative, whether I was reaching out to venues in particular or trying to just connect with various artists that I could collaborate with. And our friend Tim, who is here now, hi Tim.
There he is. Says, what's up? What's going on?
I reached out to him on MySpace, believe it or not. I'm dating both of us. Sorry about that. But
I met my wife on MySpace.
Yes!
No lie. I'm not making that up.
That's amazing.
We have a baby because of MySpace, a 4-year-old because of MySpace.
I love it. This is not a commercial for MySpace, but it should be. But anyway, I reached out cold to Tim and I was like, hey, I'm coming through the area because I think I had booked a show near my old college stomping grounds, and he was kind enough to open up his show and let us play. And yeah, it's just, I continue coming back because the people are so great and you all are just so welcoming. And I feel like at one point or another, we've all done some sort of singer-songwriter show together between you and Tim and Matt Spitko and all those fun people. Yeah. There's just such a great community up there that I continually want to be a part of.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad that it all worked out. I'm glad that it happened that way. There was something in the universe that brought you back to your place of birth.
Yes.
And that's my story. I'm sticking with
love.
it.
That's what it was.
And yes, you like that, Mark? MySpace baby.
I love that.
And Tim says, bring it back. All right, so I'm going to pass the baton. Jenn, it's your turn to play a song.
Awesome. So Halloween is this week. Well, it's Saturday, right? And I don't usually have Halloween songs.
I'm growing a mustache for a reason.
Yeah. You know what? I didn't even see it because of the microphone until now, but I like I see what you're doing. I like it. But this song, although it's not necessarily written for Halloween, it has those haunting vibes to it. And I wrote it with my dear friend Kashana. And yeah, it's just kind of about when a season of life is not so great, yet you move past it and you're moving forward, but there's a little voice that kind of reminds you that it happened. So it haunts you. There's a gauntlet of blue on the walls in the room where we used to sleep. It keeps coming on through, no matter how many coats or white-eye pants. There's a thick smell of smoke in the place where your clothes used to hang that won't go away. There's a ring on the dining room table where your glass of whiskey stay while you're haunting me. Whether I'm awake or fast asleep, what do you want from me? Has it the ghost of your love taking more than enough? Come on, let me be ready to move on while you're haunting me. While you're haunting me. Every creak in the floor, every knock at the door makes my heart skip a beat. Oh, and baby, I swear for a moment you're there. On the walls I see your shadows creep. When the wind starts to blow, get a chill from the cold, and I can almost feel your touch. You never had the time to give me. Now your memory's giving me too much. While you're haunting me. Whether I'm awake or fast asleep, what do you want from me? Has it the ghost of your love taking more than enough? Come on, let me be ready to move on while you're haunting me. While you're haunting me. Oh, I need an exorcist. I'm all out of patience. Time to let go of this guys. I can't take it no. I need an exorcist. I'm all out of patience. It's time to let go of this guys. I can't take it. While you're haunting me, whether I'm awake or fast Is it the ghost of your love taking more than enough? Come on, let me be ready to move on. Why are you haunting me? Why are you haunting? Why are you haunting me? Thanks. Thanks, friend.
It's a shame that you're not that good of a singer. So we'd have probably have more comments if you were. Killing it! Look at that. Great song, digging it. So, so good. Yes.
Tracy is watching in England, which it is very late.
Check that out. That's amazing.
Thanks, Tracy.
It's got to be 5 hours ahead at least. And that's what's cool about the streaming stuff. We do get people from all over the globe, and some are night owls, and some catch it the next day. And then, Mark, I know you're commenting, but it's coming up blank like that. So I'm thinking like maybe you got some emoji issues. You might have some emoji issues.
We all have emoji issues.
Everyone does. It's part of being human. Look at this, man. I can't keep up. So good.
Thank you, Karen.
Cindy. Okay, there we go. Now I can see your comment, Mark. Awesome. All right.
He's speechless.
Yes. So true. So true. Andrew, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. Man, it's just coming. Yeah, you can't post memes. They don't work here.
Oh, I love a good meme, though, so my heart is there.
All right. So give me a second.
Yeah.
You broke the internet, Jen.
Broke
Look at this. Look at this. This is awesome. All right. I want to highlight everyone's comment, but I have to tune, so I can't. So
Can I do it?
I'm just going to pull. I wish you could.
No,
it's only
I can't. I just thought I'd try.
on this application.
I don't have the power.
What are you going to be for Halloween, Jen?
A singer on a stage is what I'm going to be.
Yeah?
Yeah, I've got a show this Saturday at the Listening Room with some friends from LA.
Oh, nice.
But I don't know that I plan on dressing up. I know that's lame.
I think you should.
A lot of people have said I look like the girl that plays Superwoman, so maybe I'll just say that I'm her, not in my cape.
No, you got to own it. You got to wear the costume.
What are you going to be?
So I'm going to be my son's sidekick. So his costume is Super Mario, and so I have to be Luigi. So I'm going to shave the rest of this and leave the mustache, and then he's going to be Mario before the mushroom, and I'm going to be Luigi after the mushroom. So
I love
because
it.
of the height disparity, it'll make sense. It'll make sense.
It will, absolutely. That's adorable. I'm sure we'll all be watching for photographs on
But
Facebook.
I will tell you this: if you know Super Mario, Charlie actually wanted me to be Princess Peach.
Well,
that was his
see,
first choice.
I was going to try to be witty and ask if that's, who you're going to be, but I couldn't remember her name. So now I'm aware.
Well, that's what he said. It's like, who's daddy going to be? He's like, Princess Peach.
Obviously.
But I don't have a problem dressing as a woman. I've done it many times. But that's neither here nor there. But we're going to let mommy be Princess Peach.
Aw, the whole fam.
All right. I think I've achieved being in tune during this banter. All right. I'm going to try to connect the dots here. So your song was somewhat spooky and Halloween, and this song is called Just an Illusion. I guess we can say it's kind of spooky. It's just my take on the life we live now on social media. Here we go. Try my best to keep things simple. Keep my eyes focused on the prize. But I get caught up in the stories, comparing myself to your best life. The other side of the screen, everybody's living the dream. makes it look so easy. But I'd have to walk a mile to know the pain behind your smile. Get to know what's real. It's just an illusion. You stop believing your own highlights. Just an illusion. No, our heart doesn't know how to lie. Yeah. No one's talking about the day-to-day. It's boring if it's not extreme. So hold on to your thoughts and prayers now, and give me something that I can feel. The other side of the screen, everybody's living this dream. Makes it look so easy. But I have to walk a mile to know the pain behind your smile. Get to know what's real. It's just an illusion. Stop believing your own highlights. Just an illusion. No, our heart doesn't know how to lie. You can change the shape, you can bend the light, but it's still never gonna feel right. It's just an illusion, an illusion. We keep talking and talking out loud. And all that's real just gets filtered out. It's just an illusion. Stop believing your own highlights. Just an illusion. No, our heart doesn't know how to lie. You can change the shape, you can bend the light, but it's still never gonna feel right. It's just an illusion, an illusion.
So good.
Right, thank you.
Those lyrics are powerful. I like it.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, it's a tough subject to tackle, and it's like kind of my first attempt on that one. And I wrote that song with my buddy Adam McDonough, who's an awesome singer-songwriter out of Nashville. I keep writing with all these people in Nashville. I don't know why. I guess maybe it's like a good place to write songs, or maybe a lot of talented people live there. I don't know, but I know something about Nashville. I just keep gravitating towards those people. But shout out to Adam. I love Adam. And yeah, so let me get to some of these comments that, wow, stacking up. Here we go. People are conversating amongst themselves, which is always amazing. So Tracy said, worth staying up for. Fantastic. Thank you, Kim. Yeah, the blank ones are the memes. We figured that one out. But, you know, don't stop memeing.
I think Tim said that he has an emotional a meme support dog or something like that.
Oh, yeah, Tim said.
That was very funny.
Emoji support dog, yeah.
Or there we go.
So just don't create a meme about it, Tim, or we won't see it. Hey, Stuart.
Hey.
And Clark and everybody. I'm trying to get to all the comments.
I'm in a band with Clark.
Are you?
Yep. Since
Awesome.
I was 16 years old, called Traveled Ground. You should check them out.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Piles of laundry. Glad we can help you, Carla.
I was doing that today too.
All right. Let's get down here. Oh, he says, Mamma Mia Mario. See, now we're like 5 minutes behind on the comments because I need to hire an admin. Anybody want to work for free to do these for me? This is so cool. Thank you, Patrick.
Oh, Patrick.
And Mike, we talked about this. He wants me to be Princess Peach, but I decided to be Luigi because my mustache is more suited for Luigi, and Meredith can be Princess Peach. All right. I'm getting way behind on this. I love you guys. And what I want to do is I want to get to asking Jenn more questions. One of the first songs that I heard Jenn play was called Jealous of the Angels. And apparently this started, something happened in the UK that song got picked up on like a talk show or a radio show. And tell us more about that.
Yeah, so the song is about my dad, who I unfortunately lost in a car accident when I was 10 years old. And I had written the song with two friends of mine, Zach Runquist and Jimmy Fortune, with no real intention to perform it live. It was just kind of something I needed to write to heal. And there was something really magical about that session that just kind of helped me to lift this weight off of my shoulders that I've been carrying around for so many years. And I was at the Bluebird Cafe here in Nashville, and I was not planning on playing the song, but all of a sudden my heart was just like racing, and I thought, okay, I'm supposed to play this song. So I did, and a woman came up to me after the show, and she said, I lost my dad 2 days ago, and I know that you played that song for me tonight. And in that moment, there was just something so powerful that I thought, if the worst experience of my life could somehow have translated into a song that would bring others comfort, it was my responsibility to share that. So I filmed a music video for it in my hometown of Waconia, Minnesota, and just put it up on YouTube with very little expectation or anything. I just wanted to share. And for 6 months, I just kind of watched the views go from like 10 to 100 to like 150. It was a very slow thing. And then all of a sudden on Twitter, this radio station had tweeted out that they had played the song because someone had sent it in as a request that paired with their kind of story of loss. And I thought, oh, this is great. It's some, internet radio station with like a dozen listeners, and they're playing my song. I'm so psyched.
Yeah.
Turns out it was one of the biggest radio stations in all of England, called Smooth
Wow.
Radio.
Wow.
It quickly went into their top 10 requested songs for the week, and BBC Radio 2, which is the most listened to radio station in Europe. I'm saying that because I didn't know at the time when all of this happened. I
like BBC 17. It's my personal favorite.
Hey. Well, they started, they put it on their playlist, their heavy rotation playlist, and about 2 weeks later, I was on an airplane flying to England performing the song on BBC Breakfast Television, and it went #1 on the songwriter charts over there. And if that wasn't enough, the icing on the cake was to get to play it at the Opry when I got back here for my debut at the Opry. So it's been an amazing journey with this song. I feel like it's something so much greater and bigger than I could ever begin to take credit for. And it's been so special to kind of hear stories from around the world of how this song has helped people to be comforted, and it's been used in so many funerals and celebrations of life, and people have gone on to cover it. So it's so much bigger than me. Like
That
I
is
said.
like, that's like a script in a movie. You couldn't write that.
Oh no,
the way
couldn't have.
that worked out. Now, unfortunately, not the origin of it, but the outcome. And then this is one of my friends and fans, Carl, that says this. It helped him through losing
I'm so sorry for your
his
loss,
wife, which
Carl.
is, but there is so much positivity on the other side of that. So
Yeah, music is such a therapeutic thing, and that is, why I started writing songs in the first place, and that was why that song kind of even came about. And so I think from the writing, from the performing, and the listening, music just is such a great therapy all around.
well, I guess that means you have to play it now.
I guess so. I can do that.
All right. I'm going to mute.
I didn't know today would be our last, or that I'd have to say goodbye to you so fast. I'm so numb, I can't feel anymore. Praying you just walk back through that door and tell me that I was only dreaming. You're not really gone as long as I believe. There will be the throne tonight. Your love lives on inside of me, and I will hold on tight. It's not my place to question, only God knows why. I'm just jealous of the angels around the throne tonight. You always made my troubles feel so small. You were always there to catch me when I'd fall. In a world where heroes come and go, well, God just took the only one I know. So I'll hold you as close as I can, longing for the day when I see your face again. But until then, God must need another angel around the throne tonight. Your love lives on inside of me, and I will hold on tight. It's not my place to question, only God knows why. I'm just jealous of the angels around the throne tonight, singing hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. I'm just jealous of the angels around the throne tonight.
Thank you.
All right. Not to make light of it because it's a gorgeous song. It's so powerful, but I have to just offer a virtual tissue to anyone that was had a little tear in their eye like myself.
Thanks, friend. It's funny. People used to be like, you should get like little packets of tissues to hand out at your shows. And I'm like, that might be a little cocky. I don't know. Like, here's a pack of tissues just in case you need it.
Jenn Boss tissue or something.
Like it.
All right. So the comments are going to just rain down now because we're on a slight delay.
So sweet.
But that's it's awesome. And, you know, even here in my home studio, about 12-hour drive away, like I can feel the emotion coming through my little laptop speakers and like, oh man, this is okay. Yeah, I'm gonna play. I'm gonna play a song. So it's really cool.
I think that's the tough thing, and you can attest to this, is like, as being an artist and doing, you know, these live shows, it's like, is that emotion coming through the way that, you know, you really want it to? Because it is different, you know, and we're having to emote almost in a different way. And so
all right. I'm going to sit down at the piano and play a song just to try to piggyback. But I can't keep up with these comments, but I'm trying to. And Carl's loving it, and Lisa, and Mark, stop posting memes. We can't see them. And Joshua, California, and Jenn is loving it, and Patrick, and thank you, everybody. Yes. Okay. So what I have to do, because my camera lens is on autofocus, I have to do this.
love it. You're so high tech over there. Guys, I'm sitting in front of a purple wall with a light on, and that is all you're getting from me.
All right, as long as you can hear me. All right, so this song is about loss too, but it's, man, loss among the living. It's so much more complicated because there's no closure. So I would have never, ever finished this song if not for people that supported me in my career, and just sending demos to people, kind of like the days of Kickstarter and Patreon, all before that. Just hey, what do you think? And it was a unanimous yes. Put it out in the world. And for that reason, I think the song took me 10 years to actually complete. So musically, it kind of feels like it's from a different genre almost, and definitely a different decade from when I finally completed it. But anyway, I put it out in 2015, I think. And this song is called Sons of Jude. Meanwhile, I lost my sustain pedal, so anyway. Two brothers sharing a middle name, the same as their father. Their bond was strong, brothers all the same, though they had different mothers. Wherever the oldest would go, then the youngest would follow. But they never strayed too far from home. Oh, sons of Jude loved each other like brothers would. Even through their feuds, no stick could break, no stone that could. Oh, sons of Jude obeyed their father like good boys should. Jude wanted to be the father that he lost when he was a child. He brought up his sons to be honest and taught them to decide truth from lies. Choose a side. Oh, sons of Jude loved each other like brothers would. Even through their feuds, no stick could break, no stone that could. Oh, sons of Jude had to make a choice that no one should. 10 years later, two boys, now grown men, unexpectedly find each other again. Beginning of a fight becomes calm words. In the end, these strangers can't come to terms. But who would have known that loyalty meant breaking branches from a family tree? Oh, sons of Jude loved each other like brothers would. Even through their feuds, no stick could break, no stone that could. Oh, sons of Jude had to make a choice, no one said. Who would have known the loyalty meant breaking branches from the family tree? Who would have known that loyalty meant breaking branches from the family tree?
So good. We need to keep the tissue box out. People are definitely getting emotional on that one. Well done.
Here it is,
Ken.
guys. Anyone needs one?
Virtual tissue. Virtual tissue. Man,
Thanks,
good song.
All I know is it just needed to come out of me, and that's it. And I hope that people like it.
Yeah.
But you have to know when to play those type of songs, as you know, in a live setting. Remember in person we used to do shows. Remember that thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was great.
And you could like gauge the audience and see how people felt, and then you could like, all right, should I play a ballad or maybe not? And you could read the crowd.
And I feel like most of the time it's like, no, probably not.
Yeah, right. Exactly. You're always afraid to play that song.
We really are. For those of you who are wondering, when you're watching us, we're really afraid to play that song.
But we're doing it. Okay, we got it out of the way. We got the sad stuff out of the way.
Yes.
I want to talk to some people. Here we go. So, yeah, this is a good friend of mine, Mike Barnett. And, all right. New Normal and Lisa, hello. And Healing Power Music. Thanks, Mark. And thanks, Steven.
Oh, hey, buddy.
Teddy, New York. So I'm going to say that you played at Teddy's.
Oh, yes.
That's awesome.
I miss you guys. It's been a long time.
Thank you, Dawn. And absolutely, Stuart. Would love to. And appreciate you tuning in. And you guys, I know it's late for you, so thanks for doing it.
What is sleep at this point?
Right. Tears are falling like rain. I think we're writing a new song as we speak.
Yes.
All right. This is so cool. And Brenda, you know, you're really putting a fine point on it, because that's why I love doing these type of streams. It's just introducing other audiences, you know, like Jenn's audience, like yourself. You're seeing me for the first time. Actually, I feel like a lot of my audience already knows Jenn because she does so much stuff here in Philly, but it always works out really well. So thank you, Brenda. I appreciate that. And yeah, so questions. So we talked about, all right, so this is a big one, because I don't know if you heard, there's a pandemic, and like people are getting sick, and you can't do the things that you used to do. So
Yeah.
I know I'm making light of it, but I cried about it for a while. So now I'm just trying to make the best of it. But with all seriousness, I just want to know, what are you doing to pivot in your career? Because I assume that, like myself, most of what you do relies on in-person gatherings. So is there anything that you've done aside from live streaming? Like, are you making any pivots or changes to your career because of what's going on?
You know, that's a good question. And yes, my main source of income is always live touring, and also one of my greatest joys. So it has been a bummer, to say the least. And yes, the live streams are great, and I've been able to play in some social distance setting venues here in Nashville, like probably once a week, which has kind of been amazing. But yeah, it definitely, of course, makes us all stop and think about where the things are headed and what the vision really is. And I think that time that I was able to kind of sit back and say, okay, it's easy to get on the track of like, oh, I just want to like write songs and sing them. And like, that's a great like thing to do, but also like not a real clear goal or vision forward.
Right.
So I think just trying to name and claim that. And I released an EP at the end of last year called Take My Hand Part 1, and which indicates there is a Part 2. And it's been finished since then, but of course, release dates and everything else are kind of moving around. I was in the middle of a tour when all of this kind of happened overseas, and so that was interrupted, which all of us have faced some sort of, interruption or disappointment along this. But yeah, just trying to figure out what that looks like, releasing music in 2021 and beyond, and what is the world of trying to get your songs on, movies and TV shows and things like that look like, and how can we be creative as far as, like, I have a music education degree, so I put together a songwriting workshop for a week, and it was really beautiful, and people really kind of got a chance to press into sharing during a time that's, globally traumatic, they had an opportunity to kind of put some of that into writing. And we already talked about how therapeutic music can be. So I really love those things, and I want to continue to connect in those ways. And just like you know, I've done a few things where I'm on the other side of the microphone interviewing people, and it's interesting how much fun that can be, like the podcast thing that I'd never really found a joy for. So I plan to do more of that as well. I kind of introduced all the producers of each of my records and brought them on, and we talked about, you know, the making of, which was really fun back in May. But it is interesting. And how about you? I would love to hear what you're doing in your way forward. Spinning it.
No, thank you. No, I appreciate that. So I've been into more of like education, and not in the traditional sense of, because I came from a social work background, and I worked in a lot of school settings, and then as a musician, you know, I gave private lessons. But now my pivot has been more like education for musicians, performing musicians. And so like I actually have a group of musicians that we focus on, like, you know, how do we get more private event gigs and things like that. And then with my recent success with the Spotify, with my single, you know, doing another educational series with, like, you know, how do you release a track on Spotify and get people to hear it, go from like basically zero to, you know, having a fan base, which I kind of did. I really didn't pay a lot of attention to Spotify. And then when I knuckled down and I studied how to do the marketing, the results were awesome. So those are the kind of things I feel like this empowers musicians. And I wanted to do this stuff anyway, but COVID fast-tracked me to that.
Yeah.
You really got to think of other things that you're good at doing. And so, yeah, so I love the idea of you teaching a songwriting workshop. And then someone mentioned about worship. So,
yeah.
So that, you know, anything, I guess what happens is we get really focused on what we're passionate about. And we think that's it. That's all we want to do. And then life tells us that we need to make other choices, and we find out that we're good at other things.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, it unfolds really beautifully. And I think that, yeah, it's funny how in control we think we have everything. And then something like this happens and we're like, oh, actually.
Yeah. Oh, right.
So.
And now I'm so lost in conversation, I forget whose turn it is to play a song.
I think you just played one at the piano, right?
Yeah, I feel like it's your turn. I do want to I have to check your mom out. Thank you.
Yes. You have a new fan.
Yes, I love you
And my
too.
grandma, I'm sure.
That's amazing. And again, that's what's so amazing about doing these multi-destination streams. So, all right, Jen, what are you going to play next? What do you got?
Well, since I'm trying to kind of branch off our conversation, I have a song that I released at the end of last year, and there's so much going on between this pandemic and the election and all of those things that, because we're all trapped at home in front of a computer, it's gotten a little hostile. And I feel like...
What are you talking about?
I know, right? I feel like I desire to be the person who like raises their hand and says, like, I don't have all the answers. Like, I definitely, like, I want to learn. I want to hear, you know, other people's thoughts and, you know, process them. But I feel like when we ask ourselves, and like whatever that is for you, but for me, you know, it's prayer. But when I kind of have that time to really like wrestle through those tough questions and kind of find a stance on it, yeah. I feel like there's so much character building that takes place. And so I wrote this song with my friends Lauren Christie and Ben Hurd, and it's called Wrestling.
Love it.
Don't have all the answers, don't think I ever will. I may be braver, stronger, wiser, but I'll have questions still. This world keeps on changing, somehow we stay the same. I find my comfort, shelter, safety, whispering your name. I think everybody's got it wrong. How could anybody have it right? God, I promise you my faith is strong. Why is everything so black and white? I've been wrestling with these thoughts in my mind. I think everybody's got it wrong. How could anybody have it right? I thought love was patient, that love is hard to find. And when I'm blinded, bleeding, broken, and I can't see the signs, too proud to surrender, just can't let it go. That's when I cling to, run to, bend to whatever is known. I think everybody's got it wrong. How could anybody have it right? God, I promise you my faith is strong. Why is everything so black and white? I've been wrestling with these thoughts in my mind. I think everybody's got it wrong. How could anybody have it right? Down on my knees and I'm asking for forgiveness, but I got some forgiving to do. Down on my knees and I'm asking for forgiveness, but I got some forgiving to do. Down on my knees and I'm asking for forgiveness, but I got some forgiving to do. Down on my knees and I'm asking for the answers. Can somebody tell me the truth? Come on and tell me the truth. I think everybody's got it wrong. How could anybody have it right? I think everybody's got it wrong. How could anybody have it right? God, I promise you my faith is strong. Why is everything so black and white? I've been wrestling with these thoughts in my mind. I've been wrestling, there's still no end in sight. I think everybody's got it wrong, but with you I'm gonna get it right. Thanks.
Awesome. Is that a newer song?
It is a newer song, and I kind of failed to mention. It's always, I feel like I intro a song, and then like I play as I'm playing, and I'm like, and I didn't even say that about this. But I feel like the one thing kind of about that one is that I feel like so often as humans, like we want to value our being right more than we value the relationship or the human being that we're like arguing with, and like that's
Yep.
kind of where I'm really, really trying to grow continually. And it's, you know, it's not always easy, but it's so important that like that relationship is probably a lot stronger than your, you know, need to be right in that second, you know.
I agree 100%. And I feel like politics are like, it's like rooting for your team. And like when the ref makes a bad call and you know it and you don't care because you just want your team to win, like that kind of shit goes on all the time. And we just have to take a step back and think about like, okay, well, what's actually best for everyone?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Just loving people. So important.
So awesome. Yeah, this is fantastic. And are you cool with doing a couple more? Like maybe
Yeah.
one or two more? Okay.
I'm here to hang, man.
Now I got all this U2 delay on my guitar. All right, so that made me think of a song. It's actually one that, like, I've recorded, but I haven't released digitally because when I wrote it, with my buddy Adam, it kind of put it out quick, and it keeps evolving. So I'm going to keep experimenting with this song. It's called Change of Scene. It's a song about perspective, and if you can lean on someone to help you with a change of scene, then that's what it's all about. All those days you struggled. Wait, there's a thing called reverb. It's right here.
Yes.
There we go. That's better. It's a live stream. And all those days you struggled, and all your sleepless nights, just when you thought the storm was over, lightning strikes the same place twice. It isn't all for nothing. You wind up here again. It's a reason to call on a friend. So when you're lost and you're lonely and you're barely breaking even, and it hurts most in the morning cause you're hungover from dreaming, but when your troubles keep you reaching cause you don't know what you need, let me be, let me be, let me be your change of scene. I don't have any answers. I'm not standing in your shoes, but I've seen some things. I've been kicked and bruised. That's why this song is more than just a melody and some chords. It's a welcome back at my front door. So when you're lost and you're lonely and you're barely breaking even, and it hurts most in the morning cause you're hungover from dreaming, but when your troubles keep you reaching cause you don't know what you need, let me be, let me be, let me be your change of scene. And I know you're strong, I'm not trying to patronize, but there's nothing wrong with asking for a little bit of help sometimes. So when you're lost and you're lonely, you're barely breaking even, and it hurts most in the morning cause you're hungover from dreaming, but when your troubles keep you reaching cause you don't know what you need, let me be, let me be, let me be your change of scene. Let me be, let me be, let me be your change of scene. Oh, let me be, let me be, let me be your change of scene. Na, 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 na.
So good. I love it. A lot of people were loving that one.
Awesome.
Yes. Holy smokes, you're awesome, Matt. Love
Thanks,
this
Stuart.
song, Matt.
Oh, look who chimed in. This is Adam. Adam wrote that song with me. Good to see you
Love
on the
it.
stream, buddy. Yeah. And look who it is. Our friend Carrie.
Yes.
So Carrie sang on 2 of my songs recently. Well, in the last few years. But the new single, "Sand on the Dashboard," she sang. And Jen, this is how it worked out. Carrie was on the stream. I played the song. She's like, "I love that song." I'm like, "Well, you're hired. I want you to sing."
I love it.
And that's how it happened, like that quickly. So, and I'm really excited, guys. Jenn Bostic, Carrie Welling, Liz Longley. It's just gonna be fire. The 3 of you guys are playing. When is it?
We are. It's November 12th at
November 12th.
7
Coming up.
p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. And
Nice.
it's going to be on Zoom, so we actually get to see your little faces, which is going to be so fun.
That is
So,
awesome.
yeah.
That's amazing. I need to get a ticket. Are you selling tickets?
Yes, tickets
Okay.
are live and ready to rock.
Okay. What day of the week is that?
I think it's a Thursday.
Okay.
Carrie, correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's a Thursday.
I'm gonna be buying a ticket to that.
Yes.
So,
thanks, friend.
So yeah. So thanks, Stuart. Thanks, Lisa, Carrie, Mike. You're the man, and Barbara. So Jen, I have to play a show with you, maybe in your hometown, so that your mom can come.
That
Is
too,
that
but my
maybe-
mom actually lives in Florida now, so we can.
Oh.
I mean, that's the beach, so that
Okay. Perfect.
that too.
I'm there.
And
All
maybe
right.
Carrie can come play with us because she has also played down in Florida, so we can just do a big show together.
Oh wait. I'm gonna post. Jen is posting the ticket.
Oh, thanks, Jen. On it.
Perfect. Okay. So I was gonna actually ask you that as a question. I was gonna loft up another softball to you, and that was gonna be it. But we got it out of the way. So live stream with Jen, Carrie, and Liz, November 12th, and the ticket link is right there. So I'm gonna buy one of those tickets. All right. So I'm gonna play. Well, Jen's gonna do one more. I'm gonna do one more, and I just want to. I do want to ask this, guys. If you're liking the format, please leave a comment and tag the artist you would like to see me live stream with, because I am fortunate enough to know a lot of talented singer-songwriters, but I feel like by the end of 2020, I'm going to run out. My rope is going to run out, and I'm going to have to just cold call people, so to speak. So let me know who you'd like to see on this broadcast, and tag them. And,
Well, have you had Carrie on?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's what I was just saying. So,
Oh, sorry.
so she was on.
She was on it with the. Okay, I thought she was just watching it. I got
No,
it.
we were doing this live. Like, so Carrie and I were trading songs
it.
sometime this summer, and I was playing the song "Sand on the Dashboard," and I was like, "Well, you're hired. You're gonna."
Perfect. I thought you were just like really like from the thing. We're like, sure, yes,
no.
you. I got it.
She was
got
in the
it.
position. She was on, the right side of the screen, singing, and like you, trying to harmonize but couldn't because the technology doesn't allow. So that's how
Bummer.
that came to be. But anyway, yes. So I would love to hear what the audience thinks, and just recommend some more acts and singer-songwriters. And on that tip, Jen, what would you like to end with?
I will. I was thinking one that I wrote during quarantine, but now I'm like getting, gun shy about it, and maybe I'll just do a song. I'll do a different song.
Whatever you want to do.
Yeah, it's good. This is the title track off my last full-length record. It's called Revival. You have to imagine the gospel choir and the big band, but I will acoustically try to rock it from here. But thanks so much, Matt, for asking me to do this. So much fun.
Are you kidding me? Thank you. I'm just psyched. And also thank you for getting back to me right away. Because I didn't have to. I was like, I sent you a text and like I feel like within an hour you were like, yes, I'll do it. I was like, well, that was easy. Thank you, Jen.
You're showing everyone how desperate I am to play music anywhere at anything. But I was very excited to connect with you again. So it worked out. The song's called Revival. When you're tired and the way looks dark, when it takes everything you have not to fall apart, just remember, like a morning star, to let the world see who you are. There'll be trouble in this life. No, there won't always be a bridge to the other side. Oh, but keep your head up and your spirits high, 'cause sooner or later it's gonna come your time. 'Cause there's a revival coming this way. Yeah, there's a freedom that breaks every chain. You better
answers have packed up and gone. Yeah, and your hand is about to bleed from the knocking on. Well, don't give up now, for the day will come when your desert meets a holy flame. 'Cause there's a revival coming this way. Yeah, there's a freedom that breaks every chain. You better get ready, 'cause it won't be long before revival is coming on. Is it a fire inside of your veins? Open the door and let in the rain. Revival, feel it tremble, what could it be? Shaking the ground right under your feet. Revival, like a wave born out of a squall, you will awaken once and for all. Revival, take it to the river, take it to the river, yeah. Take it to the river, go on and take it to the river and wash it away. I said take it to the river, go on, say take it to the river, well come on, take it to the river. I said take it to the river and wash it away. You got doubt, take it to the river. You got pain, take it to the river. You got fear, take it to the river. Go on and take it to the river and wash it away. You got sickness, oh if you got shame, if you got a sin that needs forgiveness, go on and take it to the river, take it to the river, take it to the river. 'Cause there's a revival coming this way. Yeah, there's a freedom that breaks every chain. You better get ready, 'cause it won't be long before revival is coming on. Thanks.
Bring it on home.
You.
Love it. So
Friend.
cool. Yeah. So again, I mean, if you were a better singer, I feel like we'd have more people on this broadcast. But you know, it is what it is. I
Sorry.
just, you know, I get who I can get, guys. You know, my friends, you know, but Jen, but seriously, you know, all my friends that are tuning in tonight are now new fans of yours. So thank you for doing this.
Well, and vice versa. I'm so
And-
glad that people are getting to hear your great stuff and your talented voice and guitar and piano. I don't know that I've heard you play piano. This was great.
I try not to do it too much.
It was awesome.
It's frightening. It's safer at home on a live stream. So hey, we're back in 2021 and 2022. Maybe I'll play some more piano live. I've built my confidence. But let me address some. Oh, Carrie, this is a great suggestion. Yeah, Megan Slankard. That's an amazing suggestion. I will definitely reach out to Megan. I've played a number of shows with her and Alex Wong. You know what, Carrie? Can you bug Alex? I need to bug him. I did ask him, and he's a busy guy. But Alex Wong is a guy. He's an amazing producer, and this is also what Lisa's talking about, Delta Ray. So Alex Wong produced Delta Ray's records. He did an EP for me, 2017, 2018. That's how I met Carrie. Carrie was Alex's roommate at the time.
Oh,
She sang
wow.
on a track, and yeah. So I would love to have Alex on this show. I'd love to have Megan on the show, and Delta Ray probably they don't know me, so probably wouldn't work at this time. That doesn't mean I can't ask, but I appreciate all the suggestions, and keep them coming, guys. Keep them coming. Yeah. So.
I think Stuart is asking where he can buy your CD.
Oh, a CD. Stuart, are you in the UK? Because I don't know if I do the shipping thing there, but I would love to, Apple Music. I have my stuff on there. But Stuart, send me on my page. I don't know if you're on my page. You're probably on Jen's page, but DM me and I'll let you know. But appreciate that. And then also, yeah, Jen, we did post the link for the Zoom concert, or Jen Miller, I
Yes.
think, posted it. I
Yeah,
don't
the
know
link
if
is
it's
there.
correct.
And also, if you're on my page, like a few posts down, it's there, like from 2 days ago. So it's also available.
Oh, and
there.
then Amanda says, Amanda McCarthy. Okay, I'll have to check her out. That's awesome. Thank you for the suggestion. All right. So my plan was to release this song before the end of the year, and I decided to wait till mid-January because there's just too much competition between the election and the holidays and all the madness. But my next single is coming out mid-January. It's called Overthinking, and a little backbeat here. I set it in motion. That reverb again, man. Now, I set it in motion. I'm taking back my life. But every time I hear your name, feels like a hit real wide. Second guessing, walking out the door. But the past is past, I don't live there no more. Losing this fight inside my head again. Was it something worth mending? Overthinking, overthinking, overthinking everything I do. Ooh. Keep on drinking till the cheapest whiskey goes down. Ooh. Overthinking, 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 overthinking about you. You don't make it easy. You know I'm right, but convincing myself doesn't help me sleep through the night. Choking and I'm choking, swallowing the truth, trying to wash it down, but you burn like 100 proof. Losing this fight inside my head again. Was it something worth mending? Overthinking, overthinking, overthinking everything I do. Ooh. Keep on drinking till the cheapest whiskey goes down. Ooh. Overthinking, 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 overthinking about you. Why are the ones that hurt us most the hardest ones to let go? I can't help where my heart goes, where it goes. Overthinking, overthinking, overthinking everything I do. Keep on drinking till the cheapest whiskey goes down smooth. Overthinking, overthinking, overthinking everything I do. Ooh. Keep on drinking till the cheapest whiskey goes down smooth. Overthinking, 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 overthinking about you, thinking about you. Thinking about you.
I dig that. It's so good. So in the new year, January something, maybe?
Yeah, mid-January. I
So
was
good.
trying to release it before, but I don't think it makes sense. But thank you, Jen. Appreciate
Oh
that.
my goodness, I overthink everything, so I resonate so deeply with those lyrics.
I mean, we all do, especially if you're writing songs. It's just like
Yes.
the constant tweaking, the constant rewriting, the constant feedback. And it's like sometimes you just got to say, screw it. Just put it out.
Let's put it
go
in the
through that.
world. Yes. Fun.
Yeah, this has been so much fun. And during COVID, COVID, we're still in COVID, but like the height of I don't want to call it lockdown. Whatever. We were all inside. Okay, we couldn't do a lot of stuff, and this was the highlight of my week. And I got away from it for about a month or so. But I really love doing this. I love connecting with other artists, and I really am grateful that Jenn was just so ready to do it. Got back to me right away, and just so gracious. Every time I've seen Jenn in person, we've hung out. Just gracious. That's the word I would use to describe Jenn. Her music is amazing. Her voice is phenomenal. Guys, give it up. Jenn Bostic.
Thank you,
Thanks
friend.
for being on the show.
Thank you so much for having me, and
Yeah.
thank you for bringing so much joy to the world with these shows. And I hope you continue to do them and just continue to, collaborate and share. It's beautiful.
Well, message me some friends that would want to do it. So
I will.
Cool. Well, thank you guys. Thank you for everyone that's been tuning in, and all the comments that make us feel good, and the virtual applause, if you will. And I'll see you next time. And Jenn, we'll see you November 12th or sooner,
November 12th.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, guys.